You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
Hey, fancy meeting you here.
Howdy.
I feel like when you don't see your significant other for a while,
Oh, I know.
and then you're like
Hey.
kind of awkward.
I know.
Because, you got to get back into that groove because you're so used to being by yourself now. That's what it feels like this morning.
Dude, that's how Darren and I are all every weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, we hardly ever see each other.
Well, you and I, we've already talked about that. If you don't want to do anything about it, that's on you, man. Don't come crying to me anymore. I've tried to help you.
Okay.
Okay? So you just leave that outside this door.
At the door, man.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. So what's your latest? What's going on?
Dude, I'm telling you, here's what happened.
How are the scabies?
Oh, God. They hurt.
I bet.
Here's what happened. I got all crazy, about 6 weeks ago. I got told by the doctor, you got terrible high blood pressure. Mm-hmm. You really got to work on that. You got to lose some weight. Mm-hmm. Got to start working out. Got to start eating right.
Said the overweight doctor.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And so I'm like,
Right?
all right. Yeah, it never fails, man.
Uh-huh.
It never fails.
Yeah.
As he's munching on a Subway.
Right.
You're
right.
like,
and
hey.
taking another drag off his cigarette.
I know, right?
You got to get healthier.
I know, as he goes.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm like, okay, I can do this. I don't want to die. I've got 3 grandkids I need to, be around for, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Dude, my body does not react well to anything healthy. Mm-hmm. Nothing healthy. Because I get sick.
Well, that's how God wanted it, which is why you get sick.
Because he knows that I don't react well?
God just doesn't want you to eat healthy.
It's true.
That's
Clearly.
That's why he made animals so tasty.
That's exactly why.
And the green stuff not so tasty.
It's not so tasty. And you have to put stuff like butter and cheese on top of the green stuff to make it taste good.
Exactly.
If God had wanted us to eat properly, he wouldn't have developed refined sugar.
Exactly. I know.
Why would he have let the Aztecs figure out what to do with chocolate?
And if he wanted us to exercise, he would not have given us the brains to invent vehicles.
That's right. That's right.
Other ways to not have to exercise.
And look, if he wanted us to exercise every single day, we would see the results.
Exactly.
Not wait around and wait around and wait around.
Right.
Dude, you kill yourself for a year and a half and you lose 3 pounds.
I've been telling you.
It's ridiculous, man.
So what you're saying is you're blaming this outbreak of piojos on the fact that you try to get healthy.
It's true. I swear. And I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and she was like, every single time you have some sort of health crisis, it's been because, she goes, remember in high school, you got pneumonia. You were out for 2.5 weeks in the hospital for, 5 days. Got pneumonia. Why? Because we were going to start taking aerobics. And she was like, you got sick the last time you got shingles? You got sick? Because you started working out.
Yeah, see?
And she was like, girl, you got to stop working out, man. It's bad for your health.
You try to make a change.
It's true. It's true. I need my morning coffee. I need my morning latte. Yeah. I need, something sweet.
Sure.
A little something, a little pan dulce con cafecito at the end of the day. I need something like that. You start denying me that kind of thing, and I break out in shingles.
Yeah. See, that's how it goes, man.
I mean,
the universe wants you cushiony.
It does.
Okay.
It does.
Okay.
And hey, who am I to argue?
You shouldn't.
Who am I to argue?
Yeah, no.
So yeah. I'm thinking to myself, well, okay.
Because you argue with the universe and it finds a way to get back at you.
It totally does.
The universe is kind of like you when you're mad.
It's true.
Very passive aggressive.
Very passive aggressive.
Yeah. So
I mean, and here I am.
Good. I'm glad that you've been taught a lesson.
I know.
And that you are smart enough to realize that you are being taught a lesson.
Yep. For 50 years. I've been fine, and the only time I've ever not been fine was when I tried to do something healthy.
Good.
So clearly healthy for me is having a little pan dulce with some cafecito at the end of the day, having my latte at the beginning of the day.
Awesome.
You know?
Yes, good.
None of this crazy workout regimen routine thing.
I'm glad I don't have to see you graze any longer for breakfast. Good.
See, so there you go.
All right, then.
I've learned my lesson.
All right, then. Tricia has seen the light. And hopefully we won't have to deal with that shingles thing again this year.
And that light is from McDonald's. It's true.
Proud to serve Tricia again.
That's right. It's not my fault, man. God has spoken.
Today's best mix.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
El Paso could have a new county judge as early as this month or as late as the end of next year. Veronica Escobar is set to make what many believe is an announcement this weekend that she will be running for the seat in Congress that Beto O'Rourke currently holds. O'Rourke, of course, is running against Senator Ted Cruz, and he's going to have to give up his seat whether he wins that race or not. Now, if Escobar throws her hat into the race on Saturday, what does that mean for her office? Well, it could mean an automatic resignation as county judge, and then they're going to name me to that position. But if she were to announce after...
You have about as much experience as a county judge as she did.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. So here, there you go. I'm here. I'm up. I'm ready to go. I could leave here and go straight to the county courthouse. If she were to announce after December 1st, she could keep her post. However, if she does resign this weekend, she can still remain in office because of a holdover provision in Texas law, which we've seen before on city council, which means that she would hold her position until she's replaced by county commissioner's court. So she could technically stay in office until the end of her term, which is December of next year, if the court chooses not to replace her. Of course, that whole time she would be running for court, for office.
Yeah.
Now,
which is that what you think she's going to do?
I would imagine that they're not going to replace her anytime soon.
So I would imagine she's going to hold on to it.
Yeah, I would imagine that they're going to need to replace her pretty soon, though, because it's a very active office.
Yeah,
you know, and she votes. You know, it's not like the mayor. It's not like the mayor's position. The mayor's position is essentially a figurehead. He's just out there, you know, to try to bring business in. He does not vote unless there's a tie or he needs to impose a veto.
Right.
But a county judge is a very active part of the court.
Yeah.
And right now they're doing budgets, they're doing, you know, there's so much stuff that's happening. We do need to have an active county judge.
Yeah.
And if she's running for a position, a statewide position, then, you know, that's a problem because you need to have she needs to be out of town a lot.
Sure, yeah. So, she needs to raise money and get all her ducks in a row.
Yeah, and
it's going to be a hotly contested
very
fight.
Hotly,
I mean, we already know that Fennenbach is going to run or is running for it, and then John Cook, our former mayor. Although that would be cool if John Mayer was the county judge.
I was like, dang, I know I'm out of touch, but
free
wow,
concerts
John
every
Mayer?
other month at Ascarate. That would be awesome. No, John Cook, our former mayor, also said he wants. I think he's declared, hasn't he?
I think he's declared. I can't remember, but yeah. So I mean, this is something that really does need to be addressed. I mean, either she's going to be, and this is something that she needs to address, like on Saturday. You know, I mean, she either needs to say, "Look, you know what, guys, I don't have time for this anymore because I'm going to be actively pursuing another office," which is fine, which is totally fine. I would have way more respect for her if she said, "Can't do it anymore."
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm out. You guys need to figure something else out.
I think that's what she's going to do because her husband was recently appointed as an immigration judge. And he's probably making some good bank. So the good bank that she's making, she can do without.
Right. And it does need to be done. So anyway, if they're going to replace her, it has to be put on as an agenda item, and 3 commissioners have to vote for it. County Commissioner David Stout said they're going to likely replace Escobar, which means that they're already looking at putting me in the position.
Yeah, he also said they should probably put somebody in there who doesn't want to it. You know, he doesn't want it as the permanent thing.
Right, exactly.
Because it would be an unfair advantage.
I agree. See, I'm perfect.
Yeah.
I don't want it as a permanent thing, but I can do it for like a year, year and a half.
You know, you're the exact opposite of everything that she stands for. It would be such a totally different commissioner's office.
And besides, they don't want to hear the truth.
Yeah.
They don't want me sitting up there going, "Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
What, are you people serious with this?"
Right.
They don't want that kind of thing. And White House counselor Kellyanne Conway says President Donald Trump will keep fighting for his promised border wall after he threatened a government shutdown over the issue. She was speaking on Fox News' Fox and Friends this morning, and she said that Trump is going to stick to building that wall, and he wants the money to pay for it. Clearly, he's not looking to Mexico anymore for that kind of thing. She said anybody who is surprised by this has not been paying attention for 2 years. At a rally on Tuesday, Trump said if we have to close down our government, we're going to build that wall. Conway says it's up to Congress to work with Trump. The House has already passed a spending bill with funding for the wall, but the measure faces an uncertain future in the Senate, where Democrats and moderates have greater sway.
Today's best mix.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
Boy, it's been raining and raining.
Oh, my
it's been
God.
raining so much this year, the whole city smells like wet dog.
It does. It really does.
Not just me, right?
No.
Everywhere I go, it smells like wet dog. And I don't mean it's just not me that smells like wet dog. I mean, it's just not me that notices the whole city smells like wet dog.
No.
Okay, good. Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 Kiss FM. On the Mike and Tricia Facebook page, we're asking, it's one of those fill in the blank kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
My name is blank, and people always blank.
Okay.
And what we're hoping to get is, like, the reaction that you get from people most when you tell them what your name is.
Oh, okay.
For example, here's what I mean. Annie L. Rocha commented with, my name is Annie, and people always ask me, Annie, are you okay?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you know that Michael Jackson song? Annie, are you okay? Are you
Yep.
okay? Or they say, Annie, get your guns.
Poor thing. Virginia says, my name is Virginia, and people always tell me, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
What about you? Either on the Mike and Tricia Facebook page, fill in the blank, or pick up the phone and call us at 880-9393. I'll tell you what. Call, give us your name, and then we'll try to guess what people always
Okay.
say after you tell them who you are.
Okay.
Today's best mix.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
Is blank, and people always blank. That's what we're asking in the Mike and Tricia Facebook page. You can also call us at 880-9393. And what we're looking for is what people mostly reply with after they find out what your name is, or
Right.
after you tell them what your name is.
Okay, Vanjie says her name is Evangeline, and people always say, oh, you mean Evangelina? And she says, no, Evangeline. But if you insist on saying it in Spanish, leave the E off at the end.
So Tabitha comments, and see if you can guess where this is going. My name is Tabitha, and people always ask me to wiggle my nose.
Oh, I love that.
You know where that's going?
Of course, Bewitched.
That's right. And she also adds that, and if my mother is named Samantha.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because, bewitched and all.
Okay, so Leslie says her name is Leslie, but it's spelled Leasly. And she says, people always ask, is it Leasley? And she said, my parents wanted something unique, but just in case you're wondering, it's just Leslie.
Leslie is just spelled differently.
Yeah.
That's the problem with that.
Yeah,
know,
with
where
unique
everybody
spellings.
wants to spell things differently.
And then we've got Lizette, who says her name is Iridian. And people always ask, what? And she says, this is my daughter's name, and some people call her Unicorn because it's easier to say.
Unicorn doesn't even look or sound anything like Iridian.
No, Iridian. That's an interesting name.
Clearly, she's named after a drug. Clearly. Take Iridian 3 times a day. Doesn't it sound like one?
Totally.
That's
totally
why
does.
I'm still pushing for Latuda.
Latuda.
Someone needs to name their kid Latuda. 880-9393. You call us up, tell us your first name, and then we'll try to guess what people mostly say when you tell them who you are.
Honda's introducing a new word, summerbration. Use it as a noun, like I picked up a 2017 Civic with 0.9% APR at the Honda Summerbration sales event. Or a verb, I'm summerbrating with KBB.com's Best Buy overall winner. Start your summerbration today at your Honda dealer.
For great deals, visit your Southwest Honda dealer today. For more information, visit kellybluebookskbb.com. APR financing offers available for well-qualified buyers. Offer excludes all hatchback models and Civic SIC dealer for financing details.
Stake your claim with Wainwright Injury Lawyers. Car accident, neck, shoulder, and back injuries.
Wainwright helped me get $105,947.
Stake your claim. Call Wainwright Injury Lawyers now. 881-1234. El Paso, San Antonio.
Did you know most El Pasoans are paying too much for their current vehicle? Stop paying too much for your old vehicle and get into a new one with the Viva Auto Group's Vehicle Payment Swap Program. Just pick a car, pick a dealership, and be on your way. Now at Viva Ford, get the 2017 Ford Focus only $199 per month. 2017 Ford Mustang just $345 per month. Or the 2017 Ford F-150 only $385 per month. Stop paying too much. Only here at Viva Ford, I-10 and Red Road.
Start your new career today. Southwest University is El Paso's nursing, sonography, and x-ray school. Southwest University is El Paso's nursing, sonography, and x-ray school. Get an associate's degree in only 15 months or a bachelor's degree in 3 years. Southwest University has 2017 high school graduate scholarships available. Don't wait. Enroll today. Don't wait. Enroll today. Southwest University, the best place to start and finish.
Our biggest Labor Day sales event starts now at Sunland Park Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. It's your last chance to get model year-end clearance pricing on every new vehicle in our huge inventory. Like 20% off MSRP on new 2017 Ram Lone Star editions with no payments for 90 days. Get $5,000 off MSRP on select new 2017 Jeep Compass, Patriots, Fiat 500X, and Dodge Chargers. Plus, we have a great selection of certified pre-owned vehicles starting under 10 grand. And we'll take your trade-in even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, regardless of make, miles, or condition. But wait, there's more!
I'm back! And I got credit immunity.
Credit immunity is back at Sunland Park Dodge, and it's better than ever. We've partnered with even more aggressive lenders that will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. Hard to get to, hard to beat. Sunland Park Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Fiat. At I-10 at Sunland Park Drive, see all our specials online at sunlandparkdodge.com. Includes dealer discount and factory rebate, trade balance, refinance, and new loans subject to lender approval. In stock units. Offers don't combine.
Round up your friends and family and head to West Health Fest, Saturday, September 9th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's a family-friendly event hosted by Texas Tech Physicians of El Paso and includes cooking demonstrations, Zumba and yoga classes, free health screenings, an inflatable obstacle course, and the Texas Tech Fitness Challenge. Giveaways will be announced every hour. West Health Fest will take place at Texas Tech Physicians of El Paso on Trans Mountain, located at 2000B Trans Mountain Road. Visit westhealthfest.com for more information.
It's the last sale of the summer, and you can get our biggest discounts of the year during Shamali Buick GMC's end of summer sale, like the 2017 GMC Sierra, 20% off MSRP or 0% APR for 72 months, or the 2017 Buick Envision, 20% off MSRP or 0% APR for 72 months. We're number one for 3 reasons: price, selection, and repeat business. I-10 and Sunland Park Drive. GMC, we are professional grade. ShamaliBuickGMC.com.
Credit $13.89 for every $1,000 financed. Example down payment 10% off. Rents 9/12/17.
What could be better than finding your perfect home that includes furniture? Tropicana Homes is offering select semi-furnished homes while listings last. Visit TropicanaHomes.com to discover all of our communities and find your beautiful semi-furnished Tropicana home today.
And now, back to Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 KISS FM.
Hey there, Delilah, blah, 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 blah. Am I right? Am I right?
Basically.
Yeah. When you tell people what your name is, what do you get the most?
I actually say my name is Lila. And they're like, is that your real name or is it a nickname? So unless I have to say my real name, I'm like, Delilah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, so where's Samson?
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. That's hilarious.
Like Samson and Delilah. Remember that song?
Yes.
Remember that song?
I do.
Wasn't that Slow Hand from the 80s?
It was.
Yeah.
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 Love
Slow Hand. I remember that. All right, Delilah. Delilah's a pretty name.
Thanks,
but you just,
Delilah. I love it.
You just avoid it, huh, by just calling yourself Lila?
Yeah, it's kind of just simpler than saying, my husband's name is not Samson, and no, I didn't cut his hair, and I'm not the inspiration for the song, but...
Oh, that's funny. Thanks
I
for
would
calling.
lie and say I was.
Right?
I'd be like, yeah, what can I tell you? You know?
I'm a killer that way.
Appreciate you listening, Delilah.
Thanks, Delilah.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. No. I bet I know what Richard gets a lot of. I don't know if I can say it on the air, though.
I don't think we can.
I probably can because it is a.
It's a nickname.
What is it?
A derivative?
Derivative of Richard.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right, Dick?
Yes, that's what people always call me, Dick. I'm like, can I call you Dick? I'm like, where do you get Dick from, Richard?
Yeah,
I know. I don't
always wondered where that came from.
I don't get it.
I mean, I get Richie.
Yeah.
I get Rick.
Sure.
But I don't understand where Dick comes from.
I have no idea.
No, I was told that it came from when Richard Nixon was in the presidency, Tricky Dick.
Ah, Tricky Dick.
Okay.
But still, where did Dick come from?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's nowhere in my name.
Yeah.
I know. We feel your pain, man.
And Richard, when you're acting up, do people tell you, stop being such a Richard? No? Okay, well, I'm going to start. All right,
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks for calling, man. Bye.
That's hilarious. Poor guy.
And I loved it. We were able to say that like 4 or 5 times.
I know.
Let's see here. So it says Valeria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then
Valeria.
They probably say to you, Valeria. Oh. No?
Well, let me tell you. If it's like a bill collector or something, they'll end up saying, they're reading it off of there, and they're saying, so is your name, is this Valeria? I'm like, no, I'm not a disease. So then they go, it's like Valerie, but with an A at the end. Valeria, and I'm like, no, you're going, no, this is not right. It's not diarrhea. It's like diarrhea. No, it's a stomach problem. No. And growing up in school, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. They would butcher my name every day. So I just end up, just call me Val. Just call me Val.
4 out of 5 doctors recommend Valeria.
That's true.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Valeria.
On the Mike and Tricia Facebook page, my name is blank, and people always blank.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
It's time for
Three things you need to know
this morning.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, first thing you need to know, no, you didn't win the lotto. Somebody did, or persons, we don't know. There's one winning ticket in Massachusetts. Now, if I had that winning ticket, I'd be at work. Nobody would even know.
Especially not family.
No, heck no, man.
I know, I'm a horrible person.
You think you have a lot of family now?
Yeah.
Win the lotto. Find out what happens. So, yeah, one person or one ticket won in Massachusetts. So, sorry, you didn't win. Go to work. Second thing you need to know about is that the owner of one of the disputed buildings in Duranguito, yes, it never ends. I was gone for 3 days, and still we're talking about Duranguito. He says he's going to refurbish it. Now, this isn't one of the ones that was in danger of being torn down because it's not actually in the footprint of the arena.
Yeah.
But it is one of the ones that he kicked all the tenants out. Okay, so now he's like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and refurbish it.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be for low income anything.
I think kicked them out is pretty strong.
No, that's what they did. They evicted him.
No, I don't think that's what happened. I think this is the building that wasn't up to code.
None of those buildings were up to code.
Okay.
I mean, let's be honest.
This is the one that kept getting cited.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I believe this guy bought it from the person. The other person. I don't think he's the original owner.
I think he's had it.
Are you sure? I don't know.
This is all so confusing.
All I know is that he plans to tear part of it down.
Well, yeah.
But not the main building.
Right, because the old one that's the red brick building, he's going to keep. Because he's like, no, this is a great building. I'm going to refurbish it.
And it is a really pretty building.
It's a beautiful building.
Nice red brick. I love how it looks.
It's absolutely gorgeous. The white one that sits right next to it, he's like, yeah, that one's seen better days. I'm going to tear that one down.
Yeah, that part he's going to get rid of.
Right, exactly. So a lot of people are now saying, well, why would you tear it down to gentrify it and prevent lower income people from moving back into the neighborhood? And it's like, guys, here's the thing. You either, even if the arena wasn't going to get built in your neighborhood, And all that happened is that the landlords said, hey, you know what? We're gonna refurbish our buildings or whatever. How do you think they're gonna pay for that?
Yeah.
They're gonna raise rents.
Well, yeah, of course.
You know? So you can't have it both ways.
Uh-huh.
And that's what people are finding out now. They're like, oh wow, you're gonna fix up these buildings. That's great.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Lower income people can't afford it now. Oh, well, why would you do that?
Well, besides, who would want to live across the street from an arena anyway? Because what he wants to do is either lease it to somebody who wants to turn it into a restaurant,
right,
or a cafe,
something
or
like
some
that.
kind of an office building.
Well, the plain fact of the matter is that when you go in and you save these historic buildings, historically,
sure,
they're filled with people who are lower income.
Although this hasn't been declared a historic building, though.
No,
it's just a building
just
that's
older
in
buildings.
Duranguito.
Yeah, just older buildings.
Yeah.
Now, when you go into an area that has these great older buildings, beautiful architecture, and all that stuff like that, and you go in and you refurbish them, the landlords are going to have to make that money back.
Sure.
And the way that they do that is they jack up rents.
Of course.
And so the thing that you wanted to not happen, which was lower income people getting pushed out and the area getting gentrified, is going to happen. You can't have one without the other.
Right.
So there you go. The third thing you need to know about is that Hillary Clinton says that Donald Trump is a creep.
Yeah, this is from her audiobook.
Right.
It's called What Happened, I believe, is what it's called, right?
Yeah.
What Happened is the title of her new book. And so there's also an audiobook version of it, which is what we're getting a preview of.
Right.
And so this is the clip that news media seems to have glommed onto. It's Hillary talking about the now infamous debate where Donald Trump kept stalking her.
Yes, that weird.
Because that's really what it looked like.
He was like
everywhere
4 steps,
she would go,
yeah,
he
was
would
like 4
follow
steps
behind her.
Yeah.
And so here's the clip from the Hillary Clinton audiobook.
No matter where I walked, he followed me closely, staring at me, making faces. It was incredibly uncomfortable. He was literally breathing down my neck. My skin crawled. It was one of those moments where you wish you could hit pause and ask everyone watching, what would you do? Do you stay calm, keep smiling, and carry on as if he weren't repeatedly invading your space? Or do you turn, look him in the eye, and say loudly and clearly, back up, you creep. Get away from me.
This reminds me of the conversations that we and other people have had about the Taylor Swift butt-groping incident.
Yeah, it's exactly right. And the same thing.
Yeah,
this is a woman who
it's like you don't know what to do because you're in the moment.
Right. And because as women, even somebody who is as strong, and I'm sorry, but this woman is ballsy, she was like, maybe I shouldn't point out the fact that you're a creep.
Exactly.
And you're standing four steps behind me.
Yeah.
And you're freaking me out, man.
Yeah.
But even a woman who is as strong and as self-assertive and as aggressive, really, as Hillary Clinton, even she's like, should I stop and point this out to this person?
Do I say something? Am I being paranoid?
Yeah. It's you have to see that in 2 different generations, we still cannot figure out to say, it's okay for you to turn around and go, yo, knock it off.
Right.
Go sit down where you're supposed to be sitting and stop walking around behind me.
Well, I checked our president's Twitter feed about an hour ago, and he hadn't responded to that yet.
Oh.
But I'll keep my eye on it the rest of the morning, see if he does.
No, he's just stalking it.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings.
93.1 Kiss FM.
I'm just happy I'm not hearing you yelp. Mike and Tricia Mornings on 93.1 Kiss FM. Yeah, because last week, when your shingle started acting
Kicking up, yeah.
Yeah, I would every so often hear you yelp.
Yeah.
And, I'm not the most comforting individual.
No, you're not.
I don't do well when, when people are in pain.
No, you don't. No, you don't do well.
Or crying.
No. I've fainted on you once because I didn't get a chance to eat soon enough and my blood sugar fell to the ground.
Yeah, I remember because I stood over you and I was like, get up! What's wrong with you?
You know that scene?
You're embarrassing me.
I know. You know that scene in 30 Rock where he's trying to comfort her with a broom. She's throwing up in the toilet.
Yeah.
And he's like touching her with the broom on the back, like, okay, you okay there?
Yeah.
Pretty much. That would have been warm and fuzzy compared to how Mike deals with me when I'm not feeling well.
I'm not a nurturer, man.
You're really not.
But I'm glad the shingles are no longer in your throat, or at least no longer, that painful in your throat.
Well, and and it's the worst thing because my mom has chronic shingles. How my mother has put up with, my mom's in her mid-70s, and she has had chronic shingles since I can remember. I don't ever remember a time when my mom didn't have shingles.
Mm-hmm.
And they flare up really badly, and it looks like sometimes like the side of her face and her neck and her hands and everything, it looks like road rash because it gets so horrible. And the woman had a 20-year teaching career. She raised 6 children and dealt with my family. And you know how you don't even deal with my family. You know how it is to deal with my family.
Yeah.
Dude, how she never put rat poison in our food and didn't just go, I'm out. I'm out. You people, I don't know what the heck is going on with you people. I'm out of here. I don't know how she managed to do everything that she did. But anybody who's ever had to deal with this stuff chronically, how you get up and go.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to me.
Yeah. I didn't even know that you could get them like inside your mouth.
Yes.
I didn't know you could get them on other parts of your body that you don't want to get them.
Yeah. No, you get, like my mom and I, we get them in our ears and we get them in our throat.
Oof.
And so on Friday, it felt like, when you take too big of a piece of bread, a bite of bread, and you can't swallow it.
Oh, yes.
And it gets like stuck.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Until literally Monday afternoon. And I mean, I was just dying until Monday afternoon. I mean, at one point I was telling Darren, okay, just take me to the hospital, please. Just let them sedate me because I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And Darren's not too much better. I mean, he does his best, he really does try to help out, you know. But he gets a little freaked out, just like you. And he's like, I don't know what to do with you.
Right. Yeah.
And
I don't get freaked out. I get angry.
I know.
Makes me mad.
I know.
I don't know why. I do know why. Because it makes me feel helpless.
Yeah, I know.
That's
and
why.
see, and that's what happens.
And I don't like feeling helpless.
Yeah, and that's what happens to Darren. He's like, I don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
And
don't make this about him. It's about me.
And I know. And, so I was taking like pain meds and I was taking, nothing was helping. Nothing was helping until the ones in my throat subsided.
Yeah.
I could not even move.
Well, look at the bright side. At least when this is over, whenever you're stressed out, you can say, well, at least I don't have shingles in my throat.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
And you're only one more bout of shingles away from opening up your own roofing company. So.
Oh, my God.
Pa-dum-pum.
Pa-dum-pum.
You're listening to Mike and Tricia Mornings. 93.